Ever since Diddy had the very first lawsuit filed against him in 2023, his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has had to work non-stop to defend him. With each passing week, his job just keeps getting harder and harder as more cases are piled on and more things are revealed. And now he's about to face his hardest task yet. A shocking video of Diddy has just been leaked, and it's threatening to ruin everything. You guys are not going to want to miss this, so without wasting any time, let's get into it. In a new twist in the Diddy drama, his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, is fighting against a leaked video of Diddy and Meek Mill. In the video, Diddy and Meek Mill are together in a very intimate way, if you know what I mean. Now, Mark is clapping back, saying that there will be repercussions for the leaked video. Already, Mark believes that the prosecutors have been behind the leaked clips of Diddy in compromising positions. First, it was the clip of Diddy laying his hands on his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. The clip came out after Diddy denied ever laying a finger on Cassie. Compared to that, this video of Diddy and Meek Mill might not seem as damaging to his case as the Cassie video, considering Diddy isn't doing anything illegal in this one. But it's still a big deal that kind of confirms some of the accusations against Diddy. And since a jury is going to be involved in Diddy's case, if one part of the accusation is true, who's to say that the rest isn't? So you can imagine why Diddy's attorney would be furious about this leaked video. Right now, he's trying his best to get rid of it, but he isn't the only one. Meek Mill and his team are also trying to get this video taken down as quickly as possible, because all the video does is prove that he was actually involved with Diddy, which is interesting because all he's ever done is deny ever knowing the guy intimately, if you know what I mean, even though someone who fits his description to a T was named in one of the lawsuits filed against Diddy. I mean, how many Philadelphia rappers do you know that have dated Nicki Minaj? It's almost like Meek Mill wants to gaslight everyone into forgetting the long stretch of time when his best buddy was Diddy and they were practically doing everything together. Even 50 Cent pointed out that Diddy and Meek Mill were putting on matching outfits to attend events, and it wasn't like it was a coincidence. I mean, they were basically coming to those events in each other's arms. It got to a point where everyone started suspecting that Meek Mill and Diddy might be a lot more than just friends. So far, Meek Mill has denied that anything of that nature ever happened between them, but this hasn't stopped him from sharing his 2 cents on the whole Diddy saga. Blast reported on a tweet from Meek Mill where he said that he hoped that Diddy didn't do most of the things he was accused of. In addition to that, he said that he felt that there was bias against Diddy because he was a black man. And to top it all off, he wished Diddy well in his tweets despite the accusations he was facing. At that point, everyone had had enough of him and they started lashing out. Some people asked Meek Mill to comment on the leaked video of Diddy and Cassie since he was hoping that the accusations were false. Some even said that he was talking way too much, considering that he might be a lot more involved than he wants anyone to think. And speaking of being involved with Diddy, there was another clip of Meek Mill and Diddy that raised a lot of eyebrows. In this clip, Meek Mill was in a pool while Diddy was filming and talking to him. Then as the conversation went on, Diddy called Meek daddy, and he followed it up by telling Meek, "I love you." Meek said the same thing back. Now from the clip, it doesn't really sound like it was just two friends talking, if you know what I mean. But even if it was, with how Meek Mill has denied any association with Diddy, this is the last video you'd expect to see. And that isn't all. With the number of receipts popping up each day proving that Diddy and Meek Mill were way more than just friends, Meek isn't taking the hint to keep quiet. Shockingly, he's still denying everything. Not too long ago, he put out yet another tweet saying that he would pay $100,000 to an investigative team to find out every detail of his connection to Diddy's case. He's doing this because he feels like the whole thing about him and Diddy being in a relationship is sponsored by someone. According to him, the alleged sponsor of this story can't be from the streets of Philly because everyone there knows that he isn't gay. And since it's not from the streets, it has to be from somebody on the music business side of things. The wildest part is that Meek Mill isn't the only one who feels this way. According to Hot New Hip Hop, Bobby Shmurda also believes that Meek Mill is being targeted. But who Bobby says is targeting Meek Mill will leave you shaken. Bobby believes that the whole campaign against Meek Mill is actually sponsored by their former boss and Diddy's former best friend, Jay-Z. According to Bobby, Jay-Z is trying to get back at Meek for leaving his record label, Roc Nation, back in 2022. Everyone knows that leaving a record label, especially in the hip-hop industry, is not always the easiest thing for an artist. And record labels sometimes take it personally and try to frustrate the artist into staying. They might even attempt to disrupt their career after they leave. So Bobby believes that Roc Nation is behind the rumors of Meek Mill being in a relationship with Diddy. And he believes this because it allegedly also happened to him. Bobby used to be a part of Roc Nation, but he left after he was released from prison. And just after he left the label, he started hearing rumors that he was gay. But let's be honest here. If Jay-Z is actually the person spreading these rumors, what does he have to gain from it? He's way richer and more influential than Meek is, so that can't be the reason. But maybe he's doing all of this to keep people away from his own skeletons in the closet. Many have wondered about the extent of Jay-Z's involvement with Diddy, and if he should be locked behind bars right now too, instead of roaming freely. Because ever since Diddy got arrested, the rumor mill has been buzzing like crazy, and it says that the next person to get the boot is Jay-Z. But that can't happen if Jay-Z can cover up his tracks, and the only way he can do that is by buying himself some time to get rid of everything that might implicate him. Time was exactly what Diddy didn't have, because Cassie's lawsuit and the mountain of other suits that followed hit him like a tsunami. I know all of this is crazy, but I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Meek Mill and Diddy are actually being framed by Jay-Z? Or do you think that Meek and Bobby are making all of this up and that Jay-Z has absolutely nothing to do with all this drama? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.